Previously, on the President's AI adventures.
Joe, where did the giant hairy guy go?
Well, he dropped me off and then immediately ran away with all our stuff.
Better be.
Gryffindor!
Oh, thank goodness.
Slytherin!
Okay, this is epic.
Oh, fuck me. What is that horrible stench?
By order of the dung pie, make this young boy fly.
Better be.
Hufflepuff!
Oh my god, Joe, that is so embarrassing.
I'm so fucking old.
Oh, woe is me! It hurts so bad! Never in my sorting life have I ever been caught in the middle of a spontaneous combustion. Oh!
Oh, we are so screwed. I can't believe the sitting president of the United States just exploded like that.
I mean, at least it could have been worse. He's still in one piece after all.
That's an awfully optimistic view of things, George.
Wow, I can't believe that luxury Italian leather is still intact.
At least he went out with a smile. Do you think he could be dreaming?
I guess we may never know.
Wait a second, didn't I just spontaneously combust? Where in the Cracker Jack am I?
Joe, you wonderful boy. You brave man. Let us walk.
Who in Codswallop are you? And where is that voice coming from?
Well, I'm Robert Pattinson, of course. The one and only cool member from Hufflepuff. And that voice is coming from the man standing right next to you.
Oh, so it is. And what do you mean, cool member from Hufflepuff? I thought that was impossible.
Of course not, you silly Willy. I am living proof of that not being true in the slightest. Well, that was until Voldemort killed me, of course.
Wait, does that mean I can be in Hufflepuff without having to be a total loser too?
Certainly, Joe. You can do whatever you like. You are the President of the United States, after all.
Oh yeah, sometimes I forget about that. I tend to forget about a lot of things now that I think about it.
Come with me, Joe. I have something to show you.
Sorry, but I can't walk with you, Robert. I don't have any legs.
You don't? Then what would you call those long and delectable flesh appendages attached to your lower torso, Joe?
Oh, sweet potato gravy! I've got my body back! Hold on a second. You said somebody called Moldy Warts killed you. Does this mean we're in the afterlife?
I'm not entirely sure myself, to be honest. It could be. It could not be. This could all be happening inside your head, or it could be as real as the Sri Lankan economic crisis. One thing's for certain is that there are definitely no bitches around here. I've been searching for what feels like eons, but I'm yet to be fruitful in my long and seemingly endless search. Joe, I'm just so lonely all the time. I long for the warmth of a woman's flesh pressed up against my...
Yeah, I've heard all that before. Weren't you going to show me something?
Yes, of course. Follow me if you will. Now I found this dangerously complex and overly convoluted map, but I could never quite decipher its true meaning. There's a file with it that reads in bold letters. Oh, my mistake. That's the wrong document. The real one says as follows. Classified top secret document never to be removed from the Resolute desk. Open bracket. The big brown desk that had the toilet come out of it in episode 3/part 1 of the Hogwarts saga. Close bracket, viewable by presidential eyes only. With 3 exclamation marks followed by a hyphen, and do not remove for any reason whatsoever or risk dooming the universe plus any and all realities beyond, with 3 exclamation marks. See, I could never quite work out what that last part meant.
Me neither, but what I do know is that we're looking at a section of the one and only map to the presidential toilet network, hence the viewable by presidential eyes only part.
I suppose that makes sense. But if it's for presidents only, then what's it doing here?
I guess that's just one of nature's mysteries, Robert. Or maybe this is all just happening inside my head.
Perhaps you're right, Joe. Oh, dearie me. What on earth does that mean?
Oh, jeepers, that's a red alert. That means there must be a non-presidential entity maneuvering the presidential toilet network.
That doesn't sound good, Joey.
No, it doesn't, Robbie Pooh. I have to go tell the guys about this.
The guys?
Yeah, my friends Barack, George, and Donald. At least I thought they were my friends. They wouldn't stop laughing at me after I got sorted into Hufflepuff.
Oh, Joe, you silly frog. Remember what I said? I am living proof that it's still possible to be cool, even after being sorted into Hufflepuff. Well, that was until Voldemort killed me, of course.
Oh, well, that might be true and all, Mr. Pattinson, sir, but not everyone can be as cool as you.
Nonsense, Joe. Here, take this. It's the mask that I stole from the set of the hit film The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves. Put this on and you'll look cool as hell. And if anyone ever asks where you got it from, just say Robert Pattinson gave it to you. The man that proved it was possible to still be cool even after being sorted into Hufflepuff.
Oh, thank you so much, Robert. How can I ever repay you?
Well, if this is indeed happening inside your head, would you mind imagining up some bitches to keep me company?
Oh, of course, Robbie Wobby. It's the least I could do. Bitches. Magnificus.
Oh, thanks for that, Joey. You're a real one.
Look, I should probably be heading back now. I'm sure the guys are worried about me.
Of course, Mr. President. Do what you must. Oh, and before you go, didn't you ever wonder how your head ended up getting into the Resolute Desk toilet in episode 3/part 1 of the Hogwarts saga?
What do you mean?
Well, remember how Obama dropped your head on the floor and... Will you bitches shut the hell up? My days. Anyway, Obama dropped your head on the floor and the other guys just left you there. How on earth did you get yourself in the toilet all by yourself?
I don't really remember.
Well, you see, Joe, my man, that's the thing. Someone must have dropped you in there. And I bet you 5 galleons it was. The boss.
The boss? You mean the guy that hired the warden who arrested me and Barack in episode 1 and who tried to kill us all in episode 2?
That's the one. And I know his secret identity too. I believe his real name is...
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. What did you say?
His name is...
What?
Oh, come on, Joe. You're killing me here. Don't tell me you don't know who that is. Everybody knows. Well, just make sure to relay that to the guys. I'm sure it'll be fine. Speaking of, it's probably time for you to return to them. It's been an honor meeting you, Mr. President.
Likewise, Mr. Pattinson, and I hope you have fun with your bitches.
Oh, don't you worry. I will. I most definitely will. Catch you on the flip side, Joey.
To infinity and beyond.
So, ladies, where shall we begin? Oh, well, I guess it's back to shaking hands with the one-eyed milkman again.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Remember, I'm always watching.
Oh, wait a second. Does this mean that Creepy Kamala is going to be the president now? The exclusive Presidential Boys Club is so over.
Come on, Donald. Joe might be dead, and all you can think about is that old hag?
You're right, I'm sorry. Truthfully, I wish Joe would just wake up already. There's so much I wanted to say to him.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, to be completely honest, the only reason I made fun of his Viagra-infused boner was because I was just jealous of what he was packing down there. I mean, did you guys see that hunk of meat? That thing was totally enormous. Oh, come on. I wasn't the only one thinking it.
It was a little on the large side, I'll give you that.
Whoa, Barack. That means a lot coming from someone like you.
Someone like me?
Well, you know what I mean.
No, I do not, George. Explain to me what exactly you meant by that comment.
Well, I just meant that...
Hey, why are you standing like that?
Like what? Why are you standing like that?
Oh, God, what is it now?
I have returned.
Oh my God, Joe is awake, and his head is attached to a body this time, with giant muscles. And he's got some bitches with him.
Joe, are you all right?
How are you feeling, big man?
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do, that defines me.
What?
Oh, will you all please just shut up? I'm trying to peacefully rest and recover over here. And who let these bitches into the hospital wing? Away with you! Shoo!
That hat has got some serious issues.
Holy crap, Joe, where did you get such a cool mask?
They think I am hiding in the shadows, but I am the shadows.
I think he's totally lost it.
Come on, guys, haven't you ever heard of Batman?
Of course, Joe, but you got sorted into Hufflepuff, remember? You can't be trying to act cool.
Oh, don't be a silly frog, George. Robert Pattinson was in Hufflepuff, and he was totally cool.
Oh, that is so true. Robert Pattinson was living proof that it's still possible to be cool, even after being sorted into Hufflepuff. Well, that was until Voldemort killed him, of course.
How dare you speak of that name in this place?
Who, Robert Pattinson?
No, you bloody imbecile. Lord Voldemort. Oh, blast it all. Now look what you've made me do, you miserable and stinky poo. You're lucky I'm just a hat, because if I could, I would not hesitate to make you go splat.
Look, as much as I'd like to stick around the hospital wing with you guys, some bitches and a talking wizard hat, we've got to get going. Snape's potions class is meant to be starting any minute now.
Potions class? That sounds so lame, Barack.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea, George. We could try brewing up a potion that could turn the professor into a clown or something.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
All right then, let's get a move on.
Wait. Before we leave, I just remembered I had to tell you guys something really important.
What is it, Joe? Tell us.
I forgot what it was.
Great, Joe. That's just great.
Excuse me, boys, but would you mind if those fine ladies were to stay with me? It's not so often you get to stare at something that lovely for free.
But I thought you wanted them gone.
I guess it's the least I could do. I did spontaneously combust on you, after all.
Oh, splendid! I'm sure we're going to have a lovely time, and with that I will promptly finish my rhyme. Now get the fuck out of here!
All right, looks like this is it. Snape's potions class. And it looks like we're already late.
Oh, God.
What is it?
Don't you know what happens to students who are late to Professor Snape's potions class?
No.
Oh, well, me neither. Let's just walk in and hope nothing bad happens.
Ah, well, if it isn't Dean Thomas and his gang of meddling miscreants. Oh, would you look at that class? The creepy and capricious couch clown survived his spontaneous combustion and reanimated into a muscular, crime-fighting hunk. How very unlikely.
As a man, I am flesh and blood. I can be ignored. I can be destroyed. But as a symbol I can be incorruptible. I can be everlasting.
Oh, please, don't tell me you're trying to act cool. You got sorted into Hufflepuff, remember? That is quite literally the antithesis of being cool.
Not true, Professor. Robert Pattinson was in Hufflepuff, and he was cool as hell.
Yes, you do make a good point. Mr. Pattinson did seem to be living proof that it's still possible to be cool even after being sorted into Hufflepuff. Well, that was until... Hang on a second. Don't you boys know what happens to students who are late to Professor Snape's potions class?
No.
Oh, well, me neither. Why don't you ridiculous boys take your seats so I can continue my class? Oh, wait, I just remembered what happens. Take this.
Oh, man. Why me?
Well, George, I'm sure you must be unhappy with that transformation.
That's a good one, Barack. Hey, George, would you like some French flies with that? Or how about a Diet Coke?
What, you don't have anything funny to add, Joe?
No, I just forgot what I was going to say.
Yes. How hilarious. Now today, class, we will all be attempting to brew a potion known only as an elixir of evocation. The purpose of this concoction is to revitalize one's memories in the effort to remember important information when one requires it.
This is perfect. We can create a memory potion and get Joe to remember whatever really important thing he was supposed to tell us.
Memory potion, but I thought we were going to turn the professor into a clown.
Imagine trying to create a memory potion when you could just make a polyjuice potion and transform into somebody else entirely. That sounds infinitely cooler.
Seriously, guys, get your priorities in order for once.
Yeah, our first priority should be trying to revert my body back to normal.
Come on, George. Can you stop shoving your slimy face so close to the camera?
I didn't choose to look like this.
Would you boisterous boys please zip your ludicrous lips? Now follow the instructions that I have already placed on your desks and get brewing. The first one to create an elixir of evocation will be awarded 100 house points. And to those of you delinquents who can't even muster up the effort to create one, there will be grave punishment in store for each of you.
Will you be spanking us on our bottoms?
Unfortunately, Mr. Muscular, crime-fighting hunk. Spanking first years has just recently been prohibited by the Ministry of Magic, so therefore I will have to resort to taking house points away.
Why is that unfortunate exactly?
Get to work!
All right, I believe it's polyjuice brewing time.
Donald, didn't you hear him say we'd be losing house points? You probably don't even know how to make one.
Duh, of course I know how to make one. And stop being such a nerd, Barack. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, Barack, what's the worst that could happen?
Come on, back me up on this, Joe.
Yeah, Barack, what's the worst that could happen?
Okay, here goes nothing. Usually this would take about a month to create. But we're clearly running out of time here. The video's already about to end. What did I say, George?
Oh, sorry.
Now, all we need to do is add a hair. Thankfully, there's a long and luscious strand of jet black hair sitting on the desk right here. It could belong to anyone for all we know. Maybe even a hot babe.
Oh, that sounds saucy.
Isn't this a class for first years?
Look, let's not get caught up in all the details, George. I thought you wanted to transform into something other than a slimy, humanoid frog.
Yeah.
All right then, who's ready to drink with me?
Me.
Me?
Fine. But if anything goes wrong, we all know who to blame.
Perfect. Okay, everybody. On 3, we drink. 1, 2, 3. Bottoms up.
I can't tell if it's working.
I knew you didn't even know how to make one, Donald.
Shush, dummy. Just trust the process.
Please be a hot babe. Please be a hot babe. Please be a hot babe.
Dubscribe, 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 dubscribe. Dubscribe, 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 dubscribe.